Blade Seed Studios, come back after another video. Today we're going to be doing Dark Souls Remastered 100% items guide for the Great Hollow. First things first, right off the bonfire branch, we're going to jump on down into this giant stump. You're going to go ahead and receive the Chloranthy ring. This will increase your endurance. Then we're going to go dropping on down into the next part of the stump, and there's going to be a little exit that you can get out of. Go ahead and get out of there and onto the branch. Grab your Titanite chunk. Now I know you see that item down there, but go ahead and run down this branch and jump across to the right first before jumping down. We're gonna go running along this other little branch to get up to the red Titanite chunk. After picking that up, you're gonna want to go ahead and jump back across to the other branch where we received the previous item. Now we're gonna go ahead and drop on down into the next area and grab the large soul of a nameless soldier. Now there's gonna be some basilisk in this area. Now you gotta be really careful because they will curse you and have your health, and it's just a giant pain in the ass. You have to go and get purging stones. These guys can actually drop Eyes of Death, which is used for the Gravelord Servant Covenant. One of the better places to farm for them, actually. Now if you follow along the branches, eventually we're going to get to this area where you can see another item down on the lower branch. We're going to go ahead and drop down off from this bigger branch down onto the little branch. We're going to receive a white Titanite chunk by doing this. After that, you're going to want to turn back around and go back down the branch, and you're going to see that there's a bigger branch down below. You're going to want to go ahead and drop down onto that to get yourself a blue Titanite chunk. You got to be pretty careful throughout this area because if you just slightly miss your branch, you're going to go flying off and fall to your death, so just be really careful about dropping off. After picking up your blue Titanite, we're going to drop on down to this little bit smaller branch, and then there's going to be an even smaller branch that we're going to drop down onto, and we're going to pick up another red Titanite chunk. Now down below us, there's going to be some more basilisk. You can either take them out or just kind of run past them. I just kind of ignored them, but as you can see, here's an Eye of Death drop from one of the basilisks that I did kill in this area. Now there's going to be a little hole up against the tree that you're going to want to drop down into and get another blue Titanite chunk. After picking that up, we're going to go ahead and drop back down, and we're going to climb back up the ladder after we pick up that one item over there on the branch. Don't forget to run over and grab your large soul of a nameless soldier on this branch before climbing up the ladder. If you're around after picking this up, you're going to see that ladder that I'm talking about. It's like right behind where the branch and the item were. Once we're done climbing the ladder, we're going to go ahead and circle around on the right hand side, and you're going to see that there's a big ladder, and that'll access a shortcut, and then you can also see that there's a hole. Now this is one of the areas where you have to actually kind of angle yourself right. I would suggest actually going ahead and going up against this right hand side and kind of pushing into it as you are about to fall down into the pit. After that, you're going to see there's an item on this small branch. It's a white Titanite chunk. Make sure to grab that. And we're going to drop on down to the next lower branch, kind of follow along, and if you can aim for this branch, go for it. If you can't, I mean, you might die. Worst comes to worst, you just got to get back up to the top using this branch. This is the same branch that had the item on it. Now, there's going to be an item on one of the mushrooms that's up on this tree, so you got to kind of look around for it and go up to this split in the tree branch, and it's very easy. You just drop down into this mushroom and jump across to the next mushroom, and you can get yourself a Titanite chunk. And of course, our little and big mushroom friends down here drop the perspective drops, the gold pine resin, which is the lightning buff for this game. And that, my friends, is going to be all items for the Great Hollow. Now let's go over the crystal lizards. There's 10 of these bad boys in the Great Hollow. You can either do these on the way down, or you can warp back up to the bonfire, and you can go ahead and drop down onto this first large branch, and we're going to follow it all the way up, and then you're going to just very carefully drop down. Now there is going to be 5 crystal lizards in this area. There's going to be 2 in the tunnel and 3 at the end of the runway, so we got 2 in this little clip here. Clip them bad boys out, and then if you want things to respawn, all you got to do is just quit out and come back in, and you will eventually get the crystal lizards that are in this area to spawn, and you can go ahead and kill those as well. And then at the end of the pathway where we killed the 3 crystal lizards, we're going to roll off onto this little area and go up this small branch, and there's going to be a crystal lizard sitting right there. Go ahead and take him out. Now we're going to go running on up this branch that's right beside that, roll off onto this platform where we just dropped down into. There's going to be some basilisks. Go ahead and run past them, and then we're going to go down the branch that's right here on the right hand side. It's a little small branch. Go ahead and follow the twisty journey all the way down, and eventually you're going to come and see this little platform. Go ahead and drop down onto the platform. You're going to want to go ahead and reload. There's going to be 2 crystal lizards here. Go ahead and take both of them out, and I'll get back on up to the bonfire. We're going to go back down to this branch that we originally dropped down to. We're going to go running all the way up it, and instead of dropping down over to the left like we did last time, we're going to go all the way to the end, and there's going to be another little drop off spot. There's going to be 2 crystal lizards. You're going to want to load in and load out once again. Get both of them to spawn. But anyways, I'm Bladeseed Studios. Thanks for watching my 100% items guide, and I'm out.